Okay, give the live now and make you host. Okay, now please go ahead. If anything is there, give me problem, any problem, give me call.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, hi Sriram, good evening.
Yeah, hi, Coach Reddy. Good evening.
Today you are going to giving the KT or someone else?
I'll be, I'm going to
Okay,
do.
okay, thank you, sir. Sriram, can we discuss something? Yeah,
The live
before
is
going to
going on.
start.
After that, we can discuss actually.
Okay, sure.
I'll start in 2 minutes. After the completion of the session, we can discuss.
Yeah, sure.
Um, let's start the session.
Yeah, might be no one will join or
Live is going on, right? So they'll see in the live YouTube.
okay, yeah.
Yes. Um, Hi everyone. I'm Sriram Turaga. I'm currently working as an MM consultant in an MNC, and uh, I'm collaborating with Mahesh Mars IT Solutions, and I am handling batches for MM training with a perspective how a live data scenario will be mapped to MM modules in SAP. Okay, so I'll share my screen. Just let me know if my screen is visible. Yes, right.
Yes, Sriram.
So I have experience of 13 years, around 13 years in different modules, SAP MM, QM, PM, and WM modules. So I'm collaborating with Mars IT Solutions. So today we'll discuss about module in SAP. So now why SAP is required is the first question. Why I should come to SAP will be the first question if you are currently working. Why I should change to SAP? The first thing nowadays, everyone is looking for an ERP which can uh, maintain their data which they are working and quantities or stocks or raw materials list. And so all these data are easily maintained in an ERP. And when it comes to SAP, why SAP means uh, SAP is now a leading ERP where every change which is made in the backend is recorded in the system. So there are other ERPs, but every ERP will have their backlogs. But when it comes to SAP, it is the perfect ERP where every data can be track and trace easily. So that is why now SAP is growing, and most of the companies are suggesting to have an ERP, SAP ERP, so that even when audit purpose or other purposes also, SAP is used. So when it comes to module, why There are different modules which are available, coding, even ABAP, which is called ABAP, and authorizations. So whether you should do this work in SAP or not will be maintained by basis team or GRC teams. So there are different modules available in SAP, but why If you ask me, uh, will be your day-to-day activity. Okay, so will be what you do in your daily life. Okay, is what For example, you will go to a shop, you will purchase some materials, your daily groceries. So everything which you do can be recorded in the SAP, for example. Okay, so
That means, Sriram, like we will maintain one kind of file or some one kind of a dictionary like that, or what?
see,
No, no, no. Why I am asking, right? Yesterday, one demo given regarding that CAPM.
hmm,
But this is the yeah, that is also inside that SAP. This is also Like
hmm,
the main difference, that CAPM there we will create our own projects and we will use for the some development thing.
hmm,
But this is the the main I'm just asking about the difference.
see. Uh, module is where uh, what are the list of materials which you are using, from whom you are procuring, and what is the cost of those materials, and how the movement of those materials has been happening in an organization. Okay, so you will have a list of materials in it, master data. So, and what is your organization name? So when it comes to CAP, in the yesterday's demo, which you have listened, I am not there in that, but you are they are creating a project, right? And they are using everything under that project. So in the same way, SAP module will have organizational structure, and that organizational structure will include the materials or the items which you use in your production environment or any store environment. so that we can track those material purchase, profit and loss, and how it is moved, how it is used. So this is what module is. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Sriram.
So when it comes to daily activity, we heavily rely on SAP MM only. It is crucial. Even small industries are now doing implementation of MM and FI modules. For example, there can be an industry where uh, manufacturing is not there, but they will purchase the stock and they'll sell the stock. For example, retails are there, some Bajaj stores or any other stores which are available, or even the small kirana shop or grocery stores, which is present in your street, can use the SAP MM module so that he can add the materials available with him, the prices available with him, and then track and how the usage of those materials are there, then track the profit and loss. Small sawmills and even small industries, bookstores, even medical stores can use this ERP. So you will be visiting medical stores and they will be entering those details. What is the medicine they are selling and where it is available, in which rack it is available, or what is the quantity of stock available in the medical shop. So they are maintaining them in an ERP. So every uh, store or every small unit requires material in their system so that they can track those materials. That is the main part of MM. So without this MM and finance, the second module is finance. So these are the two base modules which will exist even though there is no manufacturing. So when it comes to production planning, so it should be a manufacturing plant only, so that they can run the material requirement planning in the backend and generate their requirements. Okay, so this is how easy MM is, and there are many opportunities when it comes to MM and FI modules uh, in SAP than other modules. So why SAP and why MM is, is the main part here. Okay. So even beginners also, as their day-to-day life activity, even beginners also can learn MM module easily. Okay. So for example, before going to insight, overview of ERP, I have told. So, it is a system where we can maintain the data of our materials and finance different types of data which are interlinked. So, it is an integration and efficiency and data consistency is there. So, material management is the core module which is available. Uh, it is a supply chain module, so planning, payment, efficient procurement, cost control accuracy. So inventory, how much inventory is there? What is the stock of the material which is available? So all these are present in the AMA module. So you can see the diagram here where requirement determination, source determination, vendor selection, PO processing, PO monitoring, goods receipt, invoice, and payment. So this is called procurement cycle, which we do in our day-to-day life. We'll go to a selected shop when you want to purchase a dress. So your requirement data, your requirement is your dress. So you will search the source first. So for dress, your sources are cloth stores. So who is your vendor? You will go to the vendor called South India Shopping Mall. Then you will ask him saying that I need so and so dress. So they'll give you the dress and you will check and you will monitor that purchase. Then you will accept that goods receipt. They'll give that goods to you and you will pay them invoice. They'll give you the bill, invoice, you'll pay them, process. So this is the procurement cycle which has been happening in your daily life. So SAP MM is the same which you do in your daily life. So there are SAP MM key submodules, components, procure to pay cycles, purchasing process. But in the purchasing process, purchase requisition and purchase order are there. There are two entities. So I'll explain you in the future slides also. Next, goods receipt, invoice, inventory management, valuation and accounting, reporting. So why report is required? So you want to calculate the profit and loss. So for the whole month, what is the material sold and what is the amount which is sold and what is the amount you purchased. So that sort of reporting is available in SAP, and different transaction codes also I'll show you. And when it comes to MM, two data are there, master data and transaction data. So master data is like a menu card. So uh, what is the list of materials existing at your place and who are the vendors you know. So this is called master data. When it comes to transaction data, the purchase which you do, you are asking for him to give a cake or give a sweet in a sweet shop. So he'll give you a sweet shop, you'll give the money. So all these transactions are daily based. And why the materials are called master data means the same material will be used many times in future. So it is called master data, which is created once and used in the future all transactions. Transaction is the day-to-day basis thing. So this is how MM is simply we can say. There is one more thing, configuration data. So that configuration data is above the master data. So to create master data, there are some minimal requirements which we need to maintain. That is called configuration data. So your master data will be the foundation of all processes, because without material, you cannot say them. If we don't know what to purchase, so we cannot ask them, go to the shop and ask them. So the master data is foundation of all processes. And for purchasing, inventory management, so MM is the main thing. That is why we suggest MM uh, to everyone who hasn't have any experience in the SAP can easily pick the process in MM. Okay, so master data is consistent. It is reusable information, as I said. So when it comes to material master, it is the central source of for information for all the materials. Okay, so definitely, this material is divided into different parts because uh, if you are purchasing a material, so purchasing data need to be maintained. Who is the vendor, or what is the purchase group? For example, you are purchasing some you want to purchase some milk. So which type of milk you want to purchase? What is the name of the milk? So description will be in your basic data. And what is the purchase group? So it comes under your raw materials. So purchasing data, raw materials. If a Bajaj Electronics or any other person is selling some TV, so he'll purchase the TV first and then sell it. So sales data also need to be maintained. Before selling, after purchasing, he need to store somewhere. So storage data need to be there. What is the price of the material? Accounting data is required. And if you are manufacturing unit, then material requirement planning is required. So every part of material is divided into different sub parts, which will be created in a single go only by different departments, so that all will be in interlink and coordination. Next is vendor master. This is also a master data. So from whom I should purchase this material is your vendor master data. Okay. So organizational data means, so for what purpose and to which organization you are purchasing. So you are purchasing to your home, for example. So your home will be your company. Okay. So in the company, you will be purchasing a TV for uh, hall. So think that this hall is a plant. So company code, plant, next purchase organization. So like this, your organizational structure will be there. For example, Tata Industries. So Tata Industries, it is a main company which is available at the higher level. So it is divided into different companies like sub branches, like Tata Automobiles, Tata IT Services, uh, uh, Tata Steel. So these are three different company codes. So where these companies are again available, there are different branches of Tata Automobiles, which is in Delhi one, Hyderabad one, Bangalore one. So these are plants. So the organizational structure will be divided into different branches. Okay. So uh, purchase info record. So what is purchase info record means? It is a combination of data where a material and a supplier and the price details will be maintained in the system. So when you are purchasing something, you will go for that purchase by keeping some things in mind. So I need to buy these clothes in South India shopping mall. For my price range is 3,000 to 5,000. So you have that data in your mind. And if you maintain the same type of data in SAP, it is purchase info record. Okay. So this is how SAP MM will be mapping to your day-to-day basis life. Okay. So different steps I have mentioned here, like requirement determination, source determination, what is the vendor, order processing, PO creation, order monitoring, goods receipt, invoice verification, payment. So payment comes under FI module, but uh, a payment which is related to a purchase order. There can be payments without purchase orders also. Okay. So without purchase order by cash, you can buy something. For those, you need to pay for vendor. Those come under FI only. But when it is against a purchase order, you will do the payment in some transaction, which should be taken care of MM module people. Okay. And material requirement planning, when it comes to material requirement planning, if manufacturing industry is there, and for example, you want to make some sweet in your home, so you have list of raw materials which are required. So your finished material is your sweet, and the raw materials are used, are the ingredients which are used to manufacture your sweet. So for making around 1 kg of sweets, how much of these raw materials are required? And for making 2 kgs of sweet, how much of this raw materials are required? So there is a difference in the values, right? In the same way, every time there is no requirement to calculate. If SAP is available, there is no requirement to calculate the required quantity. So in the back end, system will calculate the required quantity of raw material basing on your requirement. That is called material requirement planning. Okay. And next is purchase requisition. So purchase requisition is like, uh, in your home, you will discuss everything. So what you need to purchase. So it is your internal discussion. So in the same way, in every organization, there will be purchase requisition. So they will raise it to the purchase department, which is available, that I need so and so material. It is not the legal document which is given to the vendor. So that type of document is purchase requisition, which is available in SAP. Okay. So it is an internal document. So let us see some of the data available. For example, I am typing some transactions. This is how SAP HANA screen looks like. So slash and let us go to home page first. Let me go to home page. So this is your home page of SAP. So this is the transaction bar above. And here I entered the required transaction, what I want to do. First, our first target is to maintain some materials in the system. So MM01 is my transaction. I'll go here and I'll create a material basing on my requirement. For example, uh, let me create a material which I daily use, like laptop. Okay, laptop XX1 XX. So my industry type is, for example, mechanical engineering. Material type is raw material. So press enter. Okay. So your external number not possible. So system will create its own number. So internal number ranges. But if there is a requirement of creation of your own material name, you can provide that also in SAP. So these are the different views which I have explained, like basic data, purchasing data, material requirement planning, plant data, accounting data. So all these views will be available. So we can maintain all this data for a particular material. For example, I'll just create a material with basic data. So what is that material in the outline level? So my material is laptop XYZ. My base units of measures is each. So my old material number, for example, it is laptop 123. So basic data, I have created this material. So material 4300131 is created in the system. Okay. So how we can see this in the backend of a system? So there are some backend data which is available, which stores this required, which stores this data which we have created. So I've given this material number. I'll execute. So that material data is created in the backend. This is how material data exists. In the same way, we can create a purchase requisition, purchase order in the SAP. For example, ME51N is a transaction. So where we create a purchase requisition. Okay. Uh, there are some reports also which are available, which I have already explained in the previous slides. So, for example, if I want to uh, check the list of orders which are available in the system, I'll take one plant and I'll execute it. So you will get the list of purchase orders which are created for this particular plant. For example, think this is a particular plant of Tata organizational data. So Tata Automobiles, they have created some purchase of raw materials. That overall report will come in this ME2L transaction, and when you double click on it, it will take you to the purchase order. So this is the purchase order number which is created. So this plant wanted to purchase uh, from this vendor. Vendor is the supplier. They wanted to purchase this material, 50 pieces quantity. So price for each material will be 160 euros currency. Okay. So this plant want to purchase this material. So this is the legal document which is given to this particular vendor by taking a printout. Okay. So this is how SAP easily exists, can be understood with the basic transactions and everything which you see here. For example, this is material number which you'll give, short text. So for example, the laptop XYZ which we have created has the material number of 413001 and the description is laptop XYZ. So this description is coming here, material number we need to give it here. So quantity, how much you want to purchase, delivery date. So when are you expecting this material so that you can use them easily? For example, you want to purchase clothes for the coming festival. So your delivery date should be before festival only, so that you can use on the festival days. So the date which is mentioned here is your delivery date. So this is how SAP looks like, and it will be easily understood when it comes to MM module. Okay, so document date. So when this date is saying that on what day I am giving this purchase item. Today only I am giving this purchase order. Okay, so next is, this is how data is maintained in the backend. Okay, so these are the how system finds correct vendors. For example, a company is there. That company has provided an open quotation asking for a material. The same material will be supplied for by 3 or 4 vendors, but company wanted to decide from which vendor they want to purchase basing on the feasibility of the cost or delivery or quality. So for this comparison of different vendors, system will generate a score saying that this vendor is feasible for you as per your requirement. That is, that can be checked basing on the RFQ and the quotation. Okay, that can be done based on the this RFQ, request for quotation, when there are multiple vendors. Purchase order is a legal document. Next is goods receipt. So when it comes to MM module, how goods receipt will see means, so you have ordered some purchase some material, and they are ready to give that material to you. But for example, you have Amazon. You take an easy example of Amazon. So you have purchased something like phone, iPhone 17 Pro or iPhone A 17 8. So your expected delivery is 2 days after. So after 2 days only, system should update uh, you have received that material. Until that, your status will be material dispatched or material delivery agent will be coming to you. So all these things are there, right? So all these things will be before goods receipt. So when you take the goods into your hand, your delivery is complete. It will be updated as your delivery is complete. So in SAP, this type of movements will be tracked with a movement number. Your goods receipt will be tracked with MM01. and your goods issue will be tracked with 261. Goods issue means, for example, you are giving your bike to someone, okay, so that he can travel to office or he can use for his own work. So that is called goods issue, like simple goods issue, which I am saying as an example. But when it comes to a production unit, the raw materials are issued to a production shop floor and they are used in the manufacturing of the finished goods. So that is called goods issue, which is tracked by 261 movement type. So in the SAP, this goods receipt will be tracked by different movements. And invoice. So vendor will give you some data that you have purchased so and so list. That list should be matching with your data in the SAP. Okay. So next, that vendor document, whichever is available as a printout with you, is vendor invoice. And in the SAP, you have entered those purchase order details and goods receipt is done. So the goods which you received should be made. We should make the payment for the goods received only. So we will compare with the vendor invoice and do the payment. So that purchase order, GR, or an invoice which you do will be in sync, and this is called three-way matching in SAP, which plays a crucial role as an ERP. Uh, making SAP as the highest used ERP for manufacturing industries and purchasing industries. So blocking invoices. If there are any discrepancies, for example, you have got damaged goods, so you should not do the payment for those discrepancies. So for blocking also, there are steps available in SAP, which is called which is with the vendor if you have finance team integration, we can do it. So as I have explained, goods receipt, goods issue, stock transfer. So I have transferred the stock from here to there. Storage location. For example, in your home, some milk is brought. Obviously, you'll bring the milk, we'll keep it on the dining table. For example, dining table is a storage location for us and we will keep there. But actual storage location is fridge. So there are two different storage locations available in our house itself. So that transfer of the movement will be also tracked in the SAP. Okay. So there are different movement types 201, 601, 101. That is how inventory is maintained and tracked. For example, I'll show you different movements which are done for a material. What is order history? So this material is received with a 101 movement type. 50 quantity is received. This is a goods receipt screen which I am showing. This is called transaction MIGO, MIGO. Uh, this is a MIGO transaction. Here it is saying that this material 50 quantity posting date. Date is the date which you received, and what is the delivery note is like what is the vendor invoice number which is there. Here, who is the vendor? Okay, what is the quantity? From where means to which plant you have received and where do you want to store it. So, for example, if it is milk, you will purchase it for your home and you will store it in fridge. So purchase order data. So what is the purchase order data? So these are different even in the where you can see this movement type 101 goods receipt movement type. So if you drop down this, there are different movement types available for different transactions. 102 is reversal. So you have bought it, but you are giving it return. It is reversal. So, for example, 261, which I said, 261 is consumption from the warehouse. So you are consuming this material. So there are different types of materials, movement types, which are available. This is how we'll see this MIGO transaction. Okay. And now material valuation. So when it comes to material valuation, uh, price of the material, standard price, moving average price. So what is this two words which I am using? Standard price and moving average price means, for example, regular available materials which are there in the shops. One shop may give it for some price, the other shop may give it for other price, basing on the vendor. Wholesale shop will give them for less price, and normal people, regular vendors who are available at your street end may give it higher prices. So these type of material price will vary from vendor to vendor when you purchase. So that price is maintained as moving average price in the material master, saying that average of this price. For example, one vendor will give it for 100 rupees, the other is vendor is giving for 105 rupees. So my average price of this material I will maintain as, actually I don't know the price of the material, it will vary by the vendor. Next is standard price. For example, I am manufacturing a material like Tata is manufacturing a Tata Tiago car. So it will decide the price. The company itself will decide the price of the car should be so and so. And for this variant, this price should be there and it should not change. So those type of prices are called standard prices. And basing on the manufacturing, in the manufacturing sector, in-house manufacturing materials will be with standard price, and purchase materials which are moving from out and in are will be with moving average prices. So general ledger account. So when it comes to material master and GL, it is a link between MM and FI modules, where if we purchase this material, from which GL account I need to take the money. So for example, you have you are getting a salary, and you are getting some money from your rent, some money from other sources like trading or so. So you will plan that this salary money I'll spend for so and so household items. So the rent which I am getting, I'll spend for car EMI or so. The trading money which I am getting, I'll use it for saving. So in the same way, from where I need to pick the money to purchase the goods will be like a GL. That linkage will be given as a in the material master with the valuation class. So valuation class and GL will be linked in the transaction called OBYC. This is a configuration setting. It is, I'll show you OBYC. So this is where we'll maintain data for linkage of your material valuation class and uh, uh, general ledger account which is there. Okay, so OBYC is the settings. It is this accounting view will be a linkage of SAP and MM and finance. It is a cross module integration where how we'll link the material with the price, how the material is linked with the general ledger, how we'll calculate the profit and loss of the material. Next, when it comes to reporting, I have already shown you a report called ME2L. So in this ME2L slash ME2L, this is one type of report which is available for checking the list of purchase orders. Next, you want to check the stock. ME50, MB52 is there. So, for example, I'll take no zero lines. Yes. So, in this plant 1010, so I can see how many materials are available. These are the list of materials and what is the quantity available for it, what is the currency for it, and what is the value of total material available in the system, and at what location it is available. So this is one reporting. So there are different reports available in SAP MM, which are very useful to track your material. And if you require to purchase that material basing on the quantity which is available for your future uses, you can do it very easily. So in SAP, there are different reporting tools which are available. So if you want to see stock for single material, MMBE, uh, purchase orders, list of purchase orders, ME2L, 2M, goods movement. So how my goods are transferred for a material. If you want to see, for example, this is the material and how this material came into my system. If I want to see, I'll go to a transaction called MB51 and I'll give this material and plant so that I can track how this material came into my system. So this material came into my system with a 501 movement type, and it is one quantity is used with the 601 movement type. So this is how a system we can track the material, how it is going, how it is coming in, and this is one reporting tool available for checking the movement of the material documents, MB03, vendor analysis report. So there are different reports which are available in SAP for easy track and trace process. So these are the some of T codes which I am typing in the transaction bar, which is available here. uh, we'll type the required transaction and we'll do the transaction in SAP. So these are different transaction codes which are available. Usually, there are sequence transactions MM01, 02, 03. So 03 is used only for a display. MM01 is for create. So when it comes to slash and MM01, it is for creation of a material. When it comes to change, it is MM02. You can see the transaction number of transaction here, MM02 in the bottom. So when it comes to display, you want to only display. So if I give access for change and create, everybody will be creating. So it should be assigned to few people who can maintain the master data basing on the authorization level which they have. So if they want to see the material, they can see the material in this transaction MM03 basic data. So you can see this material has uh, basic data description, sales data. Okay. So sales data is also maintained for this material and plant will be there. To which plant, which sales organization, this material is there. This is sales data. What is your delivering plant? What are the taxes when you are selling it? Tax level data. And what is the item category? What are these goods? These are called trading goods. Okay, what is the weight of this material? How do you transport it? How do you load it? So these are all sales data which are available. Okay, and If you purchase this material from outside, this is purchasing data. Or if you are planning for a purchase from outside, but system wanted to generate a purchase requisition basing on the requirement which you have. So there are MRP, material requirement planning views, where we maintain the data. So for example, this procurement type is there. How we purchase this material, it defines how we purchase this material. Whether it is externally procured, whether it is in-house production, it is not at all purchased, or we'll do both. Whether if it is if we have time and material or machinery, we'll produce it in-house. If we don't have time, we'll purchase it from the outside and we'll sell it to the required customer who is asking for this. So this is how material requirement planning sees a material here, where we store this data. So this is how where we store this data, 10A location. Storage data is available. Accounting view. So accounting view is where price of the material exists, valuation class exists, and this valuation class will be linked to the GL in the OBYC settings, which I have explained earlier. So inventory total, what is the total inventory available and total inventory value available also you can see in the accounting view. So this is how three transactions or sequential transactions are maintained in SAP 010203 for the material master. When it comes to vendor or purchase order 51, 52, 53, like this, sorry, purchase requisition, it is 51, 52, 53, purchase order 21, 22, 23. So there are transactions. These are different transactions which I am showing you, which are available in SAP. So integration, when it comes to integration, how we see the integration of other modules. So quality will be there. So when you are purchasing something, you need to check the quality of that material and accept the goods. So quality module is there. So quality view also will be there in the material master, so that you can investigate the quality of that material and take the goods inside. What is the price? Financial is linked. So profit and loss costing is there. You are selling it, sales is there. You're planning for production, production planning is there. So SAP is interlinkage cross-module functioning ERP, which is highly recommended by most of the uh, experts. So SAP is growing faster, and even jobs in SAP are also easy, and material master is easy to understand and analyze it. So being a consultant, what we do in the SAP MM module is configuration analysis. Configuration is the above data which is above the master data, which I said. To create a master data, we need to maintain parameters in the SAP. So those are configuration. And if there are, we should analyze the data. For example, Tata people came to you and asked you to create an SAP structure. So how their plants are, how many plants are there, how I should divide like automobiles into one unit. So that analysis need to be there. And if they are doing transactions, error resolution, if there is any error, and we need to suggest them, we need to communicate with them. So there are now updated version is HANA, and previously SAP ECC used to be used, and there are some projects which are migrating from ECC to HANA also. How we'll map the data, implementation, rollout, data migration, cutover. So these are the few things, wordings, which a consultant should use if he is working in SAP, so that the other person can understand that he is a consultant and he is working. So when it comes to MM module, So table of contents which will be discussed for the classes are what is ERP. These are basic outlines which will discuss what is ERP, how the landscape will be, how modules will be, then what is the role and responsibilities of MM, how a project is created, methodologies, uh, procurement cycle, organizational structures, master data, how different types of procurements are there, RFQs, goods received, purchase order, release strategies. So release strategy means when you're purchasing a material, some or the other person should accept that, okay, you can purchase this material, like your manager. So if he gives approval, then only you can purchase that. So that can be maintained in SAP. That is called release strategy. And stock transfer can be done, contracts, pricing procedure, inventory management, batch management, physical inventory, valuation accounting. So these are all the different topics which are available in the SAP MM, which will cover along with the um, live data scenarios and interview level scenarios so that it will be easy for learning and cracking an interview and getting into SAP. So this is what we have planned for today's session. So if anybody have any queries, you can let us know on this SAP MM or ERP, uh, which you wanted to.
Yeah, Sriram, just one thing. This is
Yes.
the overall MMM, it is related to the functional thing only, right? Or is there any coding part also?
Coding part is not involved, only functional. MM is only functional. But if we know coding also, it will be an added advantage. But for example, there is a, report. I'll show you this. So when it comes to MB51, MB52, this is a report, right? So how, what is the program which is run in the background for this report? We need to know. There some of the outline which we need to know on the coding part and fields which are available. So I'll show you the data slash OS 60 PSTC. My transaction code is MB52. So execute. My program which is available for this transaction is this one. And what are the fields available if I want to check? Let's say 38. I'll give the program display. So there are different fields which are available here. Matter means material, works means plant, LGOT means storage location. So the field technical name you need to know as a functional consultant so that you can work on it easily and you can develop new reports which are called functional specifications. So we need to know this outline. We'll explain the topics, this topics also in the classes so that it will be easy for you to work on the uh, data.
Okay. Yeah, just one more thing. This backend code means like how can we call it as a web app or some other
It is
thing?
it is ABAP only.
A web only for backend.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay. If front end, we will call it as a MM, like just we will create the reports as for the stores or some shopping malls. Like
Yes.
that, we
Yes.
will generate or we will modify the existing reports also, right?
Yes. So,
Uh,
every module has its own functional requirements. So, SD
mm.
module will look after into the sales of particular materials. will be used for creation and maintaining of those materials. Uh, and finance will take care of profit and losses, reporting ledgers, from which GL I have spent, what is the fund which is raised, and what is the fund which I have spent. So all these will be there with finance. So
Oh,
different modules involve different functional properties.
oh. Only these reports related thing or any other things also will coming into the picture, Sriram? Only these reports.
There are n number of reports which are available based on your requirements.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. So for example, I'll take you to transaction codes which are available in SAP for your reference. So TSTC, if I give M star and search all results, so you can see these are all material related transactions which are available. Mass, okay, M star 999, I'll give number of hints, find results. So create material, change material, display material, flag material for deletion, schedule creation. So in the same way, there are n number of reports which are available for which are useful for different purposes. MM60 is there. It will give you the list of materials only. Okay. ME2L is there. It will give you the list of purchase orders only. So for list of purchase orders, there are three reports: ME2L, ME2N, 2M, and ME2K is also there. Four reports are there for only purchase order, basing on the main criteria which you search. So ME2L, you will search basing on the supplier, ME2M basing on the material. So what is your search criteria? Basing on that, there are different reports available in the SAP.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if
Okay.
if
Okay.
you wish to develop a new customized report, for example, the data which is there in one report is not sufficient for you. You want to know the purchase order and what is the stock available or GR. You need to combine two or three reports in a single one. They will call as customized reports, Z reports, which are in SAP. And those should be developed with the help of ABAP coding person by giving him your required functional specifications, which I have showed you the field name where I want to fetch the data. So those need to be given and we can develop a new report.
Okay. Okay, Sriram. It's clear. Mm. Other than this topic, can I ask one question?
Yes.
Yeah, Sriram, like if I learn only
Mm.
I'm able to survey in the market, or along with the do I need to learn something other module also?
I am only consultant. Initially, I started my career as consultant only.
Only
Later on, after coming into as SAP as an IT consultant, so I have came across with the different modules and learned in the way of my journey.
Okay.
But initially,
That
I have not learned as a combination. But they will say that if combination is there, it is an added advantage, like
yeah, yeah,
MMWM.
yeah. That is
That is
also
there,
good.
but there is no mandate rule that you need to learn two modules. Even
Okay.
if you see the vacancies also, SAP MM and SAP MMWM. MMWM will be three vacancies, but SAP MM consultant you will have 10 to 15 vacancies. Single
Okay.
module.
Okay. How many days it will take to learn, Sriram? How many classes?
Around 60 classes it required, and not exactly 60 because basing on your practice speed also. 40 to
Only
45
only for
classes.
MM.
Only for 40 to 45 classes are required, and your practice sessions, interview questions. So all these include some 5 to 10 more classes extra.
Okay, okay, okay.
Hmm.
Okay, okay, Sriram. Thank you for giving your good section today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll end this session.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sure. Bye bye.